Hey geeks, in this episode I'm going to talk about model neutral games and why I really like them and why I think you will like them too. So not too long ago I saw Uncle Adam over at Tabletop Minions post a video on I think model neutral or model agnostic games, which I'll put a link up in either here or here. I think it's over here. I'll put a link up there for y'all to check, but you can also see it linked down below. And really, I really agree with everything that he said. I just really want to echo on it and kind of add my own thoughts to it. So for those that haven't seen his video or are just curious, what do we mean by model neutral or model agnostic games? And really kind of simply put, it's a game system that does not have an accompanying miniature line. So unlike GW or Games Workshop, they have a rules and they have models that go with that rules. These miniature agnostic or miniature neutral games just have rules. And you can bring in and use whatever minis that you want. Here's what I've got in my collection. Which is like, this is not a test, Song of Blades and Heroes, and just a few more. If you want me to go into like the individual games, I will. Just let me know down in the comments down below, and I'll certainly go through them. Some of the really great things about miniature neutral games is that a lot of them are campaign or narrative-based games, meaning that they're really kind of focused on multiple games being played out, and your little band of miniatures or whatever kind of grow and learn experience and get better along the way. So it's kind of like a RPG light type game system that a lot of these do. But the other really great thing with them is that they are also generally skirmish level games. So you are only looking at a handful of miniatures that you'll need to play. With skirmish level gaming being really popular now, it's really great that these games are out there. And then one of the other great things with the skirmish games is that generally they are quick games. So you can play multiple games in an afternoon. As opposed to like maybe one game in one afternoon in one day for some of the larger games like Warhammer 40K, Warhammer Fantasy if you still play that, or Flames of War if you're on the historical side. So those elements I think are really nice and really great with these miniature agnostic or miniature neutral games, however you want to say it, because they really kind of allow the players and you to really kind of dig in and really have some creative fun behind it. On the topic of creativity, one of the great things about miniature neutral games is that because there's no accompanying miniature lines, you as a hobbyist and as a player has free reign to use whatever miniatures you want. So if you've been eyeing some really cool, maybe Reaper Bones miniatures, or one of the things that I've really liked is like the Kingdom Death miniatures. I haven't purchased the $500 game, but I have really wanted to get and paint up some of these figures. Well, these miniature neutral games really allow me the opportunity to get a couple of these miniatures and paint them up and add them to my collection. Similar to like my warband in This Is Not a Test. This Is Not a Test is made up of like Puppet Wars miniatures, a random Protoss miniature that I found that I thought worked really great with my warband that I made. And then, of course, the Toughest Girls in the Galaxy sisters. When I backed the Kickstarter and I got these miniatures, I didn't really know what I was going to do with them, but I really liked them and I really wanted to paint them. And, well, This Is Not a Test just fits right in and they work great with the whole theme of my warband. So that's one of the real big things that I love about miniature neutral games, is that you as a hobbyist collector can really branch out and pick up these miniatures, not necessarily caring about the base game that they go with, but just because you like the sculpts and you would like the challenge of painting them and just adding them to your collection. So those are just a couple of my random thoughts on miniature neutral games. If you have any suggestions on some really cool miniature neutral games, let me know. If you have any questions or comments, again, let me know. And of course, if you want me to go through my collection of miniature neutral game systems, let me know. So as you can probably figure out, if anything you want to get connected, just start a conversation. I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and as always, be sure to share and spread the video. It really helps us out here. And until next time, I'll see you later.